kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Yeah. Check, opposite.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 17 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. Incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. Knight. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Oh, that's into double coverage and interception. Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight, middle of the field to Jefferson. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Knight. And he takes a shot on the release. It's just incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Lawrence.
Seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. This defense for the Jags, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Vikings have 3-10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll look to throw again. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the ball.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Looking to throw. Knight. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they'll take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out is the Jacksonville offense, and Trevor Lawrence. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And we'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw on 2nd down, Knight. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, Knight to the sideline. He's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
That's not good enough, man.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll launch him. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Way to go.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Lawrence going up top. He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Alert. Block it. Stand in.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right? I see that. I like where I went with that. How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And now out comes Minnesota. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Knight. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And boy, he is very close to a first down. For where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st and 10, Knight. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys...
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 2. Now Lawrence. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. That's caught by Myers. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Off the play fake. Knight. It's Myers again with another catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense. Third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Knight. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open, here is Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw on 3rd down, Knight. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Block it.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Knight. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Throwing on first down. Knight looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, road's closed.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more important on games like this.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 38, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. Opposite. Alert.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars! James Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Off play action. Knight. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight drops this underneath for Chandler. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man complete. And Schultz finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Lawrence's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That time, a 9-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,